We'll find out. And with that, we are in a dank cave. There's these weird growths of metal. Growth is the wrong word. There's these weird constructions of metal with spikes going in every direction. There are these giant undead giants that are, shall we say, similar to imperial giants that you guys have fought, that are there. And you guys have come to a massive, massive obelisk that is. I've had the material written down. I know what it is. Doesn't matter. It is an obelisk, and it's very cool looking. And it has a keyhole in it. And I believe that Thea has stuck the part of the key that we have found into the thing. And Thea, as you stick the, it's one of those days I can already tell. Okay, Thea, as you stick the key into the hole, the key lights up a little bit, and you see that like this key is not meant to open a lock. It is meant to open it is meant to magically open the lock, and so having only half the key is not going to work.
Whoa. Dang it. I think we need the other part of this key.
The giants are right there.
I telepathically.
Oh, right, you're telepathically.
Tell people,
Sorry,
yeah.
Okay.
We should check the bodies.
It's a good idea.
But it shouldn't be me because I'm rather loud.
The dead bodies are on this side, or the side we are on.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check.
Okay, so you start moving towards one of the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. I will also remind everyone that there is a magical glowing rune on the top, towards the top of the obelisk.
Which we discovered was haste.
Yes, you did. Wow, good on you. Good for memories and discovery. I never remember what you discover. Okay. So, yes, you sneak quietly over there. Do you want to roll a stealth roll? I feel like we should roll a stealth roll. Why don't you roll a stealth roll? Yeah.
Okay.
Great. You sneak quietly over there. It's smooth. Gotta love it. So you sneak quietly over there, and you get to this thing. The undead giant is just sort of staring into the distance. It doesn't have eyes, so the sockets are sort of just like basically looking. I think we get that shot of you like looking up, and like you can't tell if it's looking at you because there's nothing to look at you. A little bit. It's a little creepy. Yeah, there are absolutely bodies on this thing. Yeah. You want to take down one of the bodies? Let's see. We've got a freshish body. We've got one that's just entirely a skeleton by this point. Yeah. What are you in the mood for?
Maybe I'll go for the fresh one.
Yeah, absolutely. So you find someone who is a former member of the Grand Accord who was searching here. A gnome, former member of the Tirikitor, and very dead. Seems to have been bloodily and violently picked up and impaled upon these spikes.
At least it was quick, probably.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, so I think I searched his uniform, his pockets, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you find a couple of gold. You find several knives and various things. You recognize that he's got a thieves kit on him, thieves tools kit. Got a crowbar.
I think I wave it at. Oh no, wait, that's a different game.
Sorry.
Never mind.
We play multiple games.
Nobody wants this. No.
And we all just shrug, go.
So Thea waves the crowbar between dimensions at Penny, and Penny says, "Thanks." Sorry. Pardon me,
Okay.
everyone.
So I think I'm gonna check the skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton is in rough shape. Everything that's been ever worn or had on it has largely decayed, except for an axe. The skeleton is it's like goblin sized and shaped, but the axe is like huge. This person was wielding an axe. They were wielding like a they were wielding it like a barbarian wielded this axe. You know, it was huge, big for them, and massive and kind of cool. Cool vibe.
Does it look like usable or like maybe magical or anything?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Just tell everybody, no key over here.
What about the other one?
There's another body.
There's another ball of spikes.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
another ball space.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go to the other.
Yeah, we'll let your natural 2036 stealth track ride. So you sneak back over there, and now you're closer to, in fact, the other monster, uh, who is also seemingly staring into nothing. And on this one, you see a very weird little image to you, perhaps. Oh, actually, not to you. Probably you're from Sonera. You see a foxfolk
Okay.
who has been impaled upon this small little fox friend. Yeah, searching the body, you find a metal rod that has some runes engraved on the edge of it.
I think I take the rod.
Mhm.
Is the foxfolk wearing like any particular kind of clothing or uniform?
Nothing that you would recognize. It's certainly not Grand Accord stuff. Um, they kind of look like a treasure hunter or a treasure seeker.
Okay. I think I go back to the people on this side. Is it Alexia's on this side
Yes,
of the canyon?
yes.
Yes.
She's
Uh,
with Nova right now.
So I think Narash, to cover all the bases, is going to,
Mm.
as quietly as possible, hover down back into the chasm and take a quick look at the body of the other behemoth.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a medicine or investigation check, depending on what you're trying to do.
I'll do a medicine check.
Yeah, so certainly the blunt force trauma of the fall helped kill this thing, but also it was you also see that there's like magical burns all over it. You would expect like this was something that was some sort of powerful spellcaster ripped this one a new one. Pretty
Okay.
effective.
I think Narash had sort of been hoping that he might also discover other remains or any evidence of what we've been looking for, the key, and it sounds like nothing like that.
Nope.
Okay.
It's a
Yes, John.
silly question, but can Timothy look inside the keyhole and
Mhm.
see if the half of the key is broken off in there?
Interesting. Why don't you roll an investigation check for me?
12.
Okay, so you start trying to look closely in the keyhole, and a light flashes, and I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear. So that is a 14.
Great, you're blind.
Permanently?
Oh boy.
It's not so bad. Should have worn sunglasses. Okay, fair enough, guys. That makes two of us. Interesting.
All right then.
Do you have a response to that?
Yeah, Timothy thinks very loudly. Don't look in the keyhole. Also, I can't see, which is fine. This is fine. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Uh, Here, Nova, you can lead me around with my own fishing line.
Oh boy.
Nova, do you want to go get the fishing line and move, or are you more comfortable standing perfectly still and not moving?
I'll
You, you don't need to move. It's fine.
so we don't have a key.
Mm.
Should we leave and come back when we find a key?
Yeah, I mean, there's other bodies on the other side of the chasm, right? In the spikes.
Yeah.
But we checked all the bodies, right?
But you checked them, yeah.
Oh, we checked those as well.
Yeah.
Wait, Timothy, why
Yeah.
shouldn't we look in the keyhole?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm blind. I can't see anything now. There's a flash of light from the keyhole, and now I can't see. It's not fun. But I suppose this is good for my empathy.
Like,
You were already so talented in that area. I can't say this. Sorry.
wait, are you permanently blind or like blind for like a hot second?
I don't know. I've never been blind before, Nova.
Alright.
Can let's see. So I'm wondering if I can guess whether this is like a magical effect, like an ongoing magical effect that's
Mm.
damaging him, or that's keep making him blind, or if it's like an injury.
Without even a roll, you would know that it's a magical effect.
Okay. Selexa will attempt to cast Dispel Magic
Absolutely.
on Timothy.
Yeah, absolutely. Spend the spell slot. And as you do, what does it look like when you cast Dispel Magic?
I think Dispel Magic is sort of like a it's like a kind of a quiet concentration sort of thing for her. Like it's not as flashy as some of her other spells. So interestingly, so normally Celexa, even though she's blind, she doesn't and her eyes are just like black, right? She doesn't close her eyes, so it might be a little bit creepy sometimes. But just out of habit, she closes her eyes when she does Dispel Magic, and kind of like reaches out her hand to touch him, and kind of like a little bit of her magic aura kind of like suffuses and like envelops around him, and then the attempts to dispel the magic that's blocking his sight.
And with that, your sight returns.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I wish I could return the favor. But that was not a great 10 seconds there. Thank you.
Well, I guess it was somebody had to do it. I'll be honest. I was thinking about trying to look in the keyhole also, or having having Kumi look, and that would have been a very unfortunate turn of events.
It's true. I think I've been hanging around Nova too much, though. That's like just, oh, I'll look inside the keyhole. I'll touch the thing. I'll go to fish court. No offense, Nova.
Yeah, sure.
Does he always make fun of you like this?
So there's another exit, right?
Yep, and it's easy to see from here, although not from the other side.
Should we try this exit?
What does the S stand for?
It stands for secret door, but it's from the other side, so it doesn't matter.
Got it.
Hence me.
Well, the other
happily
exit,
on the page.
the other exit involves passing by one of these giants, right?
Mhm.
Um, what is the composition of the ground that most of us are standing on?
Yeah, rock.
Okay, not dirt, but rock.
Yeah, rock. You're inside a mountain, you're low in the mountain, and at this point you're like rocky interiors cave. It feels like a cave. And it doesn't feel like a constructed cave. The obelisk is constructed, but this almost feels like it's a water-worn cave. Stalactites, stalagmites. And then there's these giant metal sculptures in the middle of it, which are creepy.
So I'm currently just like hovering in the air, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of like stick out my little neck and just like because I feel like I guess no, am I in contact through Thea?
Yes, but
So I'm gonna
it's
say
still pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what's up, everybody? Sort of like suggest like, well, we either go back or can we make a key? Does anyone have magic? Because this is what I was thinking, that I could somehow sort of create the other half of the key. But I wonder if anybody else. I'm not quite sure that the spells that I have can do that.
We also have to know what the key is supposed to look like.
And it might not be just about the shape of the key. If it's a magic key.
By the way, what is the shape of the key? Can we be reminded of that? The half that we have?
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a key, except it's, cut in half on the middle.
Oh,
Missing the right-hand side. It's like a three-dimensional key. It's got like hooks and lines going out in everything in every direction, except not on the right-hand side because you found the left-hand side of the key.
Oh, that's after the key.
oh. Is there any evidence that the undead giants are like have a hoard of anything, or like are keeping things from their victims? Are there piles of treasure or anything next to them?
No.
Okay. So the key probably isn't on them. Maybe.
You see no evidence of that.
Okay.
Just before
did
we
you find anything? Did you find anything in the on the bodies?
No, nada.
A weird metal rod that had some engravings on it that you found on the fox oak. Sorry, just for the.
Oh yeah. So I think I asked Alexia, "Hey, can you read this?"
She grabs it and looks at it. Yeah, I think it says control rod.
What does that do?
Oh.
Is that like Arcana check or something to know anything about that, or is that beyond?
Do you want it from? She'll offer it to you. If you want it.
Well, I'll take a look.
Yeah, absolutely. She hands it to you. Yeah, if you want to make an Arcana check, you should feel free to do so. Yeah, you've heard of things like this. It's pretty rare to see something like this, but there's some ancient stories of this. This is a rod that gives you control over something that would not normally has its own will. You can break its will and turn it into your own.
Like, work out very well for its predecessor.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like that fork.
Yeah. This one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the fork.
Exactly.
You're like getting a cutlery set together.
Yeah, I think I kind of juggle both of them. Yeah, they're kind of similar, I think.
I don't know what this one would work on though.
I mean,
Rock lands on the side of the cliff and starts grooming his wings.
So, wait. So, yeah, who votes we go on versus going back?
What do you mean?
Well, like, do we go back with the way we came, or past the giant to the door over there?
Giants are a big battle.
Yeah.
Well, but they don't seem to be like particularly concerned about us at the moment.
Well, I think we've carefully avoided their gaze, right? Like we passed a whole bunch of stealth checks to not be noticed by them so far.
That's true. We could. You don't think that we could successfully sneak?
I mean, they're standing right in front of the secret door, so that would be hard.
Does
Mm.
does this room smell like the bottom of the 50-foot pit?
What do you mean?
Like when we were in the pit room,
Oh yeah.
one of the rooms had like a decaying dead smell.
Ah, certainly the undead giants smell dead, if that's what you're
Yeah.
looking.
Like as far as like layout of
Mhm.
this place goes, is it plausible that this
Why don't you make an
whole-
investigation check for me?
Okay. The 24.
Absolutely. Considering the layout of this place, this absolutely would lead back towards the pit trap room that you guys always found. This would be the eastern secret exit that you guys found and chose not to go through.
Can I ask one
the
more
cave
question?
here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The snake 6-armed guy,
Snake six arm guy.
right?
In
He
the,
had
the dead one.
the dead one, yes.
Mhm.
He had the half of a key, right?
Yes.
Does it actually? Did it look like they died from the fall, or does it look
Mhm.
like they were crawling out from the bottom and died from like wounds sustained from the giants?
No, they died from the fall.
Okay.
There was no door in that.
Yeah,
Pit.
in the one that had the six armed guy, there was no door. He
Okay.
literally fell into a pit trap that was next to the pit trap that has a door. There's so many pit traps, and they all did different things. Dungeons.
But there's basically no benefit to us going through the secret door, right? Because we would just.
Yeah,
go
I think we go back. I think we should go back.
So I think
Yeah.
Narash is gonna like turn his back to the group, facing back over the chasm, and like look back over his dinosaurian shoulder and sort of like tap on his shoulder, like say, "Get on."
Nice. How many people can you carry?
In the past I carried the entire party in.
Awesome. Sounds good to me.
Did we grab the immovable rod?
We certainly
think-
will. We're not leaving it behind. But
Yeah, I think Celexa's going to. She's going to kind of like look at Narash and be like, I think that's okay. I think I'm gonna go back this way, and she'll go back over the Indiana Jones style, and she'll have Kumin grab the invisible rod on their way back.
okay, sounds good.
Narash makes the very quietest possible prehistoric squawk.
The exasperated prehistoric squawk. Sounds good. Okay. You swing back across, make your way across with your rod. Narash flies the rest of the party. Nova gets to ride a dinosaur, which we all know is like something that's worthy of fan art. Let's be real. That sounds awesome. And you guys make it across to the side. And I'm going to presume that you go up the ramp to the hallway with the statues in it.
Or there
Sorry.
was another exit from the sepulcher room, wasn't there, with all the coffins?
Sorry, the coffin room. That's what I meant.
There was a
You
portal.
Oh, right, the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you found a portal, and also there's double doors.
Well, through the double doors.
Or there's a so as far as places we haven't been yet, there's the bottom of one of the pits, which we don't know. There's the exit of the room we're in. And
Yes. Sorry. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 places that you haven't been that you could go. Just to be clear, I've got the bottom of the pit. I've got in the area that you're in room E now. I've got the portal and I've got the double doors. And then in the room that you were before this with the giant cube, I have the double doors on the western side.
We didn't
which
know.
had a staircase.
Oh no, we did. Okay.
And we know that, in theory, one of Alexia's party members led that way.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So of those 4, which one is maybe most likely to have a part key?
Well, so the other thing to remember is that the portal we learned takes us a pretty good distance from where we are.
Yeah.
Which maybe means that it goes to some sort of destination, or maybe it's a big time diversion.
Wait, how did we know that?
We
I
sent a
sent a
rat through.
Yeah, I sent a rat through. It ended
Oh.
up like 450 yards away from us.
450 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southwest. And sorry, down.
How's that rat doing?
Seems fine. It's found a new rat friend.
Oh, lovely.
Our cute rats now fall in love, I guess. Okay, fair.
It's
This totally makes up for all the rats that we sacrificed earlier.
Can I be reminded, the portal, did we find that by looking behind, like breaking down a wall or something?
It's behind
By
it.
taking away a sarcophagus, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nova looked behind like the least fancy one, right?
Yep.
I feel like I'm always tempted to want to explore every single room of a dungeon, but another part of me is saying like maybe just jump through the portal and let's see where we end up.
I think we should save that one till later.
How about the double doors that are right next to us?
Well,
Yeah, why not?
they do have the advantage of being right next to us.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that we're in a room full of sarcophagi, Gus's,
Mhm.
and I'm just waiting for the punchline of
This,
that.
you're waiting for the sarcophagus?
Yes.
But I love it.
Okay, well, and I want to also ask because in my mind, Narash is still the Quetzalcoatl, just because I want to have, I don't want to waste my shift, and maybe I'll have the need to fly again. But am I kind of cramped in this space, or what?
Very, yes, particularly in the hallway coming up to this space. It's a 5-foot wide corridor. How if you're 15 by 50? I mean,
Oh, that doesn't make sense. I don't think I could have made it back.
technically speaking, the rules are that you can squeeze to 5 feet if you are 10 feet, but if you're 15 feet, I think you can only squeeze to 10 feet. So
I think this creature is supposed to be even bigger than 15 feet.
okay, fair enough. Well then, yeah, I don't think you made it back.
I think what I did was I kind of like poked my beak through.
Yeah.
And then shifted back to Narash.
I think Alexia says, "Shucks."
He does that.
Oh, I know. I like the bird.
Oh, pretty cool. Okay, well here. There's a double door here. Is there a keyhole?
Nope.
There's no keyhole, so I'm all in favor of these double doors.
Is it trapped?
It doesn't seem to be.
All right. Nova goes and opens the door.
Hold on 1 second. Pardon me. Don't panic. Come on, guys. You
It's
know.
time for Evil Dead moment.
You know. Come on. Let's not freak out or anything.
Where's the chainsaw?
As you go to open the door, one of the sarcophagi creaks. It opens up, and inside you see
A nice welcome note.
a skeleton You would call it a human skeleton, except that it has 3 heads. Looks at you. Says, "You may not enter there.
Oh, where can we enter?
Go back where you came from. This is not a place for the living."
Why?
My master has decreed it so.
Isn't this dungeon built so that people will go through it?
Why would you think that? Are you foolish? I'm certain at least 7 different things have tried to kill you.
But why would there be things to kill us if there weren't supposed to be people going through it?
To prevent you from going through it. What?
Narash says, "You seem like a very cordial fellow. Thank you for your advice. What manner of creature were you?"
What manner of... Oh, you mean when I was alive?
Yes.
We were a triumvirate of powerful rulers in the old Tawan Empire.
Did you each have your own physical forms back then, or were you physically as you are now?
We are as we always have been. Less a little flesh.
So Narash wants to kind of like cast through the kinds of creatures he knows and wonder if there are any 3-headed creatures.
Not really. There's a legendary 3-headed dog, a couple of 5-headed dragon, the Hydra things. Yeah.
What's your name?
Lord.
Is that with an E at the end, or?
No. I am just a lord.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, clearly, you are. You seem like you might be, I don't know, kind of important at one time. Maybe you were kind of important, but
That is true.
I mean, right now you're just some dead guy who's like stuck in a coffin all the time. So, and we were kind of like, we're sorry.
My fortune has fallen.
Yeah, clearly. We were looking for a like a key kind of thing, but you don't seem like you would be the kind of person who would know something important like that. I think we probably need to find somebody more important who would know that.
Are you attempting to steal from my master?
Well, what do you think we're like? What do you expect from people who are in this place?
Typically, they are treasure hunters and thieves, hence my question.
Well, I think we need to know who your master is. We're not sure if we're trying to steal from them or not.
He is the master of this dungeon.
What's his name?
Do you not even know whose home you are in?
Out of game? Do we know? I forgot. No. Pretend we don't.
He's a lich.
Yes, exactly. A lich, a very powerful and scary and deadly lich, and you should flee. Seriously.
But I mean, it would be disrespectful if we did meet him to not call him by name. So
His name is Ashkano.
Can you spell that?
The common tongue, Ashkano.
I like you.
The feeling is not mutual.
Is your master in the next room?
No. Well,
Well,
maybe
that's it.
he travels around as he sees fit. I wasn't paying attention.
What's in the next room?
You are not going there, so don't ask. You're trying to get more information out of me. I am not so easily fooled.
Oh, my mistake.
out of game, is this creature, is it, sorry, I'm just working out a little thought here. Is an undead creature a monster?
Oh, yes.
Narash says, "Gosh, I really feel you're trying to do something good for us, and I want to let you know that I appreciate that. You've warned us about your master and his power, and you've given us the option to retreat. And I just want to say thank you. You seem like a charming fellow." And I cast Charm Monster.
Yeah, absolutely. What's my saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I have a +2. Let's roll it. I know where my roll 20 window is. It's somewhere around here. Oh my god. No, that is a totally different game. There we go. Roll 20. 17. What's your spell save DC?
18. Fuck yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I am charmed by you.
And I say, did we learn your name? I'm so sorry.
My name has been lost to time. I'm just Lord now.
Oh, yeah, Lord. So Lord, you were saying your master lives here. How would we come into his presence?
I mean, I guess if you fought your way through the many myriads of traps and enemies and defeated everyone, then you would probably find yourself in the heart of the chamber. He is, as of late, obsessed with a gem that he came across. He tells us all that it is of a someone that he loved very dearly.
He tells you all? Like, do you have corporate meetings together?
No, he more mutters to himself and doesn't mind sharing. He talks randomly to whoever's near him. His mind is not what it once was.
So he loved this person in the gemstone.
I mean, love is such an abstract and complicated concept. On some level, I think he would say yes, he loved this person, but I might go with obsession is a more accurate depiction. Yes, he's been doing research into storing people in gems, storing souls in gems, seeing how that works, and what can be done with that, if any special magics can be done with that. I think he is hoping to transfer her soul into a gem-made body, one that is less pliable, less fleshy, less easy to break. Like
We're
mine.
excited to meet Ascano. What manner of creature is he?
He is a lich. Whatever he was before, it does not matter now. He's a lich now. Once he was a tiefling, no longer. Ooh, a tiefling. Like us.
Yeah, just exactly like us. So he must have been from the Empire as well.
Yes, that's true.
Did you know each other when you were alive?
Indeed. Well, yes, he was the one who raised me.
Oh.
Hence my undying and unwavering loyalty. I would be loyal to him forever.
Raised in which sense? Or in both senses?
Oh, sorry, second time.
Second time, okay.
Lord, we were eager to meet Ascano. We as you know, ran into some difficulties, and one of which was a doorway for which we had no key. We found half the key. Any idea where the other half is?
Let me see if he would. I don't know if he would. Let me find out if he would. I know where it is. Don't I? Do I know where it is? I know where it is. Let's see if he would know. Pardon me while I look and see.
I've broken the game. Sorry, Dave. I can't do that, Dave.
Sorry. He doesn't know. He says you. In fact, he even responds, shocked. You found half of a key. How could it have been broken?
That's a great question.
Broken indeed.
I admit to some degree of confusion.
Well,
No, I do not know where the other half of the key would be, or even that it was broken evenly.
Lord, there's this interesting portal over here. Do you know where this leads?
Indeed.
Why don't you tell us? We'd love to know.
Oh yes, the treasure room.
Huh.
The
Now,
treasure room.
Is that
Wonderful.
is that the name of is that the deceptive name of the room?
Yes, it's the trial of chests.
Okay.
Wow. Good question.
So this lich, he apparently has a sense of humor.
Yes, I would say so. I mean, he once an experiment grafted raven wings onto a toddler. I don't know if that's a sense of humor so much as cruelty, but it was funny.
That's cruelty.
Okay, well, to each their own.
So
God, Timothy, it's like different cultures, you have to like respect their customs.
no, evil is evil, no matter where you are. I'm sorry. Okay.
Someone accused me of being a Kantian because never mind. Sorry. It's just...
You've greeted many travelers, I take it.
Mm.
Have you come across
many? Depends on what you mean by many, but probably.
More than 5?
Yes. Like maybe 25, 30.
Great.
Not a lot of people make it this far.
Have you come
I've
across
killed a bunch too.
Oh, well, I'm honored that you won't do that to us.
Well, you seem very nice.
Likewise. Have you come across one that looks like a snake with 6 arms?
Yes.
Or maybe 2 of them, perhaps. Or
No.
was he
he was with a a dwarven girl. This would have been some odd years ago, maybe 30 years ago.
What happened to the dwarven girl? Which way did they go?
They met me and decided to turn back sensibly. They knew they could not, get through this door, which is I would prevent them from getting through the door. So they turned around. Quite wise of them, really. Everyone should do that.
I feel like we should. This sounds like excellent advice. The circumstances, I feel like we should take it, at least for the moment.
What's behind this door?
The Temple of Extinction.
And is that a fun name for something also?
Yes.
What's in that room?
Oh, you mean like a misleading name?
Yes.
Oh, no. That's a accurate name. It's a massive pyramid filled with traps of death.
Oh.
And do you know where your master keeps that gem?
Yes, I do. He keeps it in. Hold on while I look up what I named this damn thing. Everything is everything. Well, yes, of course, he keeps it in the inner crypt.
Very sensible.
Yeah, of course. It's the right place to keep something like that, especially if you're obsessed with it and staring at it and working with it all the time.
Couple questions.
Sure.
Do you know where the Steel Sun amulet is?
Yes.
Could you describe where that is?
Sure. It's in the Temple of Extinction.
Oh dear. Could you show us into the Temple of Extinction? Because we'd love to see it, but we just don't want to set off any of those nasty traps.
No.
No, but I thought we were. I thought kind of we would establish a little friendship here.
I mean, sure, but this is also there's a difficulty to um, you know, I can't just go against my orders.
Get
Oh,
it? A job's a job. Like, perfect. Like, I feel like we should extend him some professional respect, right? Like,
Thank you. And
this
it's
job.
more than a job. It's literally magical binding.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know of an artifact that the keeper of the dungeon maintains easily hidden in the tomb?
There are many slews of artifacts that are maintained easily hidden within the tomb in many senses. I'm not. I mean, this is his home, and he has been collecting things for quite some time. Of course, there are many things.
Nova takes out the big steel skull with the ruby eyes. Is this important?
It's important. Pardon me. This is this. I love this. Let's see. Anytime anyone tells you that like you should try and plan anything, they are stupid because players are ridiculous. Um, is this important? Um, let's see. Is this important? Which room did you get in? Do you remember?
It's the first room.
First room. Oh, right. Okay. Let's see. Is this important?
no.
It is a perfect portrait of my master. And is it important? Yes, it's important to him. I mean, he uses it all the time.
And is this is an iron skull?
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yes.
With ruby eyes? Is that
Mhm.
did I say that right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
It's a bust of him.
What does he use it for?
Oh, to see what people are doing, see who comes into the dungeon.
Oh, so he can see through this thing.
Currently,
Ooh.
I'm so glad that. No, but I'm so glad you've been carrying that around with us.
It's in my backpack. I mean, you can't see out of a backpack.
True, he can hear.
Oh.
Huh.
Hey, Ashkano, we're coming for you.
Oh my god.
Oh God, Nova,
Up for ruin.
please don't. Really, like, is that really necessary?
Oh, with that note, I will see you all later.
Oh, take care, Winona. We're sorry to lose you.
Bye.
Well, I mean, now that we know that this thing is spying on us, we should destroy it. Yeah.
I mean, it could afford us some advantage. Can you mislead a lich?
I mean, he's very difficult to lie to. He's been obsessed lately, so I'm not saying it's impossible, but
Well, right now he would know that we were talking to you. Is that correct?
I mean, if he happens to be looking in this direction at this point.
Oh, is it going to negatively impact your job status?
Why would it?
Well,
No. You've been so cordial and so kind. Yeah.
Well, you haven't tried to do anything that's countering my job.
Absolutely, absolutely. So ultimately, I think we would love to just meet your master. It would be such an honor. But we're just a little bit turned around. I mean, what do you think is the easiest way?
You're not going to meet my master. You should really. I like you. I think that you're a very charming person, and I think that the best thing for you to do is just turn around, walk out the way you came. Try not to fall into the pit traps.
Oh, he even told us about the pit traps.
Good advice.
What a sweet guy.
You're a gem. You're a gem. But
And they say good service is hard to find these days. I don't know.
But if one were to, I mean, just theoretically, if one
Roll
were
persuasion.
speak, yeah.
You have advantage on this because he is charmed.
Oh my god, that is a critical. Oh no, it's an advantage. Okay, 15.
I mean, it seems really immoral for me to just like answer that, you know? Am I wrong?
It's curiosity. You can make it a riddle if you want. I mean, just something to tell people about our adventure, you know.
I mean, if you find a way forward, there's only like 3 more rooms and the invisible ramp.
And the invisible ramp. Oh, interesting. Would that have anything to do with the big box in the other room?
Oh, I mean, that's the power source that powers a lot of the things in the dungeon.
So like if the thing in there that was putting out Earth's blood, if that happened to get removed, that would screw things up over time, huh?
Over time, yeah, probably. I mean, there's enough power here to, even if it was removed, it would probably still not really go defunct for maybe 100 years.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Oh, speaking of boxes and power sources and things, down in that room, what's in the obelisk?
Oh, I feel like I shouldn't tell you.
Oh, you're right. I'll just not listen, and you can tell my friend who you like more.
Roll a persuasion check. Or deception, I'll take either.
Equally bad. So here's persuasion.
Nice.
Oh, fine. Absolutely. Abso-fraggin-lutely. And I think he says, there's some very nice, super lightweight armor in there made of mithril. Let's see, there's a wand of disintegration in there, which is pretty cool. There's a mysterious box that has trapped within it a person's soul that my master's been messing around with a little bit. And let's see, there's a couple of magical rings. There's a that should get you. I mean, that's most of what's in there. I think there's some other things in there too. Yes, obviously. There's a you know, I don't know. There's a portion of the magical sword if you want that, but
the obelisk goes on.
Yeah, yeah. There's a portion of a magical sword there.
And is there, maybe a way in there if someone didn't want to use the main door? That's so boring.
No. I mean, if you chip the obelisk or hurt it or try to pick the lock or anything like that, the magic inherent to the obelisk will trigger the protectors and they will squash you.
Yeah, I think we kind of got that message. I mean, it's pretty.
See, it's all pretty clear. It's laid out in such a way that you wouldn't want to come here. This is all death,
Yeah, it's pretty telegraphed for sure.
Yeah.
Well, so look, guys, I'm telling you, find that dwarf lady. We're in business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gosh, Lord, it's been so nice meeting you, and thank you for your advice. You know, we probably would have just gone straight into our deaths if we hadn't run into you, and you've just been so kind. So, you know, we're sorry to disturb your rest, and thank you once again. And gosh, you know, have a great hour or so.
Yeah. Pleasant chat. Thanks for not trying to get past me. It's been a while since I've had a chance to chat with
Would
anyone.
not dream of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time.
I haven't had a chance to chat with anyone in quite some time. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
And
it sounds like we turn around.
Have a nice nap. Yeah, I think we're gonna head back to the cube room, right?
Okay.
Narash says, yeah, so we have, you know, about an hour before that creature knows that he was under a spell.
Okay.
I wonder if he would like to be released from his bondage.
That would have been a good question to ask, I suppose. But you know, he is magically directed, so I think probably he wouldn't have been able to answer honestly.
I mean, there's a good chance we'll have to come back this way anyways. But because if we're trying to get to the obelisk, right? But for now, I think we should try and find the dwarf. And I don't know. So I mean, either through these double doors here or down in the first pit.
The first pit where the six-armed creature was.
Yeah. No, the first pit. There were 3 pits. The 6-armed creature was in a pit that had nothing in it. Just to be clear, they fell and died in a normal pit. There were 4 pits. 1 pit was empty. First pit had doors to a secret entrance that looked paved and carved and polished.
So we were imagining if the dwarf had gone beyond where the companion was. Correct?
Well, the companion fell into one of the pits. Maybe the dwarf fell into the other as they were fleeing.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems plausible. Like it would be weird that if her companion led out and fell into the pit, but she went deeper into the dungeon. That doesn't.
No, my thought was that no, I guess I see what you're saying. My thought was that that creature fell down, but she made it farther. But I guess I see what you're saying.
Because we know that they made it at least as far as Lord, and then turned around. So
the first pit was pretty shallow, right?
Yes.
Like if she fell in, she probably could have climbed out pretty easily, maybe.
I mean,
I guess there were spikes down there.
Yeah, I don't know.
We know she didn't die down there. Otherwise, her body would have been there. Yeah, she could have climbed up through the bottom of the first pit.
Yeah. Or maybe they came back. They retreated from Lord, went through these double doors. She died somewhere there, and then her companion ran. So I feel like we have no way of knowing. We just have to kind of roll the dice and choose one. And as I said before, at the other doors, these doors are conveniently here.
It's true.
Do these doors have a keyhole?
Nope.
No.
Okay, I'm in favor.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, it's the room of torture or whatever it was. Yeah, but okay.
No.
That was the other double doors.
Yeah.
That was the ones. Those are the ones that he was protecting.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what are we talking about now?
So we're back in the room with the big cube.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got you guys. Gotcha. Okay.
And the doors to the west that have stairs that presumably have stairs that lead down. Is what we've heard.
Yeah. Where Alexia's compadre met her, and
yeah. I we should have asked where these lead. It probably leads to like the stairs of misfortune.
Might as well try it.
All right. Well, I guess Narash is on board. I feel like you're right. Nico, at this point, is kind of a roll of the dice. So whichever we choose is fine.
All right. So Alexa is going to say, "Okay, this way," and she's going to stride forward and open the door.
Confidently walk towards the door set. I like it. Absolutely. Okay.
Nobody's gonna replace me on my own team.
I know. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So the stairs start descending down, and at first there are, as you go forward, as you go down, there are well carved walls, plain, bare, kind of bland, but well carved. So you head down the stairs, and there's and the stairs turn left and keep going down. And as you keep going down, there seems to be a altar of some sort that is at the end of this staircase going down, and then to the right there is a set of double doors.
Are there any like runes or anything on the altar?
No runes, but the altar is, let's see, it's got like a black candle on it that is on top of a skull, and has like a bowl on it that's filled with a little bit of blood, and yeah, seems to be in relative use. You want to make a religion check?
Yeah. 21.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like a altar to. There's enough symbology here that we know this is some sort of altar that may be pertinent to rituals in creating or making undead.
I just have to point out again that we have like the bad guy cam that we're carrying with it. Do we want to think about not doing that? Like maybe just like point it into a corner or something?
Yeah, I was thinking about throwing it into the pit, but we've gone a little ways from there.
Well, we just send Nova back now.
Yeah, Nova, go throw it in the pit. Come back.
Well, so did we get some hint about like destroying a thing that would have the creature's essence in it? I mean, I'm not sure that this thing is that, but I'm trying to remember. Did we have some?
You got a rumor about that yet?
Yeah, the rumor is the Steel Sun amulet is in fact the Lich's phylactery.
I see. Okay, so that's another.
So Alexa is going to take the head, and she's going to turn it upside down and dunk it into the bowl of blood, and like facing the corner.
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
The back of the altar.
I think you just hear Alexia like whisper under her breath, "Wow, hard freaking core." Yeah, absolutely. Push into the corner. Roll an investigation check.
Investigation check. Okay.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
This is a long shot since it was 30 some odd years ago. Can Timothy find any evidence of a dwarf woman having ever passed through here?
No. Definitely not. Sorry. I like it, but no.
So we have another set of doors and a continuing stairway.
Yes, the stairway goes down to another set of doors.
Okay. What there? What do the doors look like? Is there a key situation?
No key, just blocking your vision.
Thea, does this look safe? Do you think?
I think Thea goes up to the door and kind of puts her ear on the door.
Mhm.
Is there
Yeah,
anything?
why don't you roll perception for me?
Perception. 16.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear I think the correct word would be like very muffled through the door, because the door is pretty good at being soundproof. Screaming.
I psionically tell everyone, someone's screaming in there.
Actually, it sounds like multiple people are screaming in there.
Oh, sounds like lots of people are screaming in there.
Is the door like a tight, well-fitted door?
If there are people who are suffering, we should go help them. I'm sorry to say that, but I think we should.
No. Stick to your guns. You're a good person, and that's a good thing.
I am a good person, but now I'm doubting it.
Why?
No reason.
I'm just being supportive of you, Timothy. I want you to feel supported and like you're part of our group.
I am part of our group.
Exactly, and I want you to feel supported.
Thanks.
Well, and to be fair, Timothy's instincts to do the right thing have never led us into trouble. So I think we should follow them. And Lexa will like look at Thea and be like, okay, should we do it? She puts her hand on the door, like she's gonna put a finger on the door and just like,
all right,
push it a little bit.
Before we go in, can Timothy get any sense of what is in there? If any of his favorite enemies are in there?
Your favorite enemies are
Aberration Celestials.
Aberration Celestials and beasts. No.
Okay.
They're not. Which, to be fair, probably tells you what is in there. But that's okay. Okay, you opening the door?
Yeah. One finger, just.
I think the first thing that you notice is not the screaming so much as the vertigo. Immediately to the side of the door, the staircase keeps going down, but immediately to the side of the door, there is a pit that can only be described as like bottomless. It is so deep, it goes so far beyond your dark vision that like you get that feeling of like when you're on top of a cliff and you're looking down, but it's nighttime, so you can't even see down. It's like it is scary. Rising out of it, there are 5 pikes, like long, huge spikes that literally descend into nothing, so you can't see the bottom. And on each of the spikes is someone still living somehow, screaming in pain, writhing in pain and agony. Simultaneously, there is a colossal statue of a woman. None of you have seen her before, but all of you instantly recognize her. The massive, massive statue of Illumina Starborn.
And where's the statue with relation to the pit?
It's again rising out of the pit.
Oh, I see.
Broad steps that are coated with dust ring the bottomless cavern, heading down and end at a landing on the far north side of the chamber if you're on the south side.
But that's not the bottom of the pit.
No.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. This might be a little silly, but there's a statue of Illumina Starborn. Can we tell based on like how much of the statue we can see,
Mm.
how far the bottom of the down the bottom of the statue would be?
I mean, it's got to be on something because you can't see to beneath the statue. It's got to be like the
It
statue.
could be like there could be
like
like a plinth, like a giant plinth or something.
Yeah, or
like
something like that.
column.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Excuse me. I kind of plumb the depths for a living, and Timothy casts down into the pit to see how much of his fishing reel gets used.
Mhm. How long is your fishing reel?
I feel like fishing rods go for like 300 yards.
Okay, let me. Do you mind if I check that?
No, please. I do not fish in real life, so.
Yeah.
That seems a long. 3 football fields. That'd be a long way to reel in a fish.
General fishing is around 100 feet. Deep sea fishing is around 200 feet.
Okay, never mind.
So you drop it down, goes down 200 feet, doesn't hit or anything at all.
How far across is the pit, and how far from the edge are the pikes?
Sure. The pikes are sort of scattered throughout the pit. Across is, let's see, 5, 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It's just 60 feet across.
Okay.
What sort of creatures are these poor unfortunates that are on the pikes?
Yeah, absolutely. You see 2 tieflings, a dwarf, a halfling, and a human.
Maybe we should get that dwarf.
We should get all of them.
Oh yeah.
Is the dwarf? Can we make out whether she is a woman?
Mm-hmm. She's definitely female.
Timothy, you want to fish for some dwarf?
Okay, I know. I thank you for your confidence, but I'm not. That's not how fishing works.
I don't know. You're the expert.
So Alexa will wait, should I grab her?
Can you?
Alexa, I want to cast Vortex Warp.
I love it. One of my favorite spells. One of my favorite new spells. I love it. Okay. So, what does this look like? What does this do?
So, in my mind, Vortex Warp is a lot like when Alexa, like when she like Misty Steps and she kind of like, there's sort of like a puff of smoke and she kind of disappears somewhere else. So Vortex Warp is kind of like that, but she just learned to apply it to another person. So I think that they just like some of her like smoky tiefling like energy gets kind of like puffs around them and they kind of disappear and
reappear on the staircase.
Yeah, next to us.
So the dwarf disappears from the pike and reappears next to you.
Yeah.
And suddenly a cold chill comes from the room. And materializing before you, you see a full phalanx of spirits holding pikes. They look like a regiment of like an ancient army. And the one in front looks at you and says, "Return our prize."
They're on the staircase, like above us?
Before you, but below you. Below you. Yeah.
Oh, and we have a rumor. Well, this is Nova's rumor. The captain of the Wraith Phalanx can be bribed with a magic item. Probably Nova might chime in and say that.
Oh wait, this is your. She belongs to you.
Yes. Well, yes.
Well, you don't seem super sure about that. Are you sure she belongs to you?
Return her or die.
I mean, you're not giving us a lot of choices here. There's not like a third option, perhaps.
True. Return her or die.
Why do you even want her? She's not even useful to you.
She is ours.
There's nothing you'd rather that you'd rather have. Like, she's just one poor dwarf. She's not doing any good. There's nothing else you'd rather have instead.
He shouts something, and suddenly everyone in the phalanx just lowers their spears. And they start charging. And that's where we're going to go to our break. Back in 10, everyone. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sagas of the Shimmering Seas. This is The Chosen Few. As always, I like to take a moment here at the top of the second part of the show to encourage you to think about your place in the world and how you relate to others, and what that possibly could mean for you and how you could help support or aid others. Obviously, the world is really, really exhausting to be a part of sometimes, and that is showing no signs of stopping or slowing down in any meaningful sense. So think about what it is that you could possibly do to make someone else less tired. This is the only show on our channel, so check it out. We're back every Sunday. So, the spirit phalanx is swarming towards you.
Quick head count. Do we know about how many are part of this phalanx?
Mechanically speaking, they are one thing, the spirit phalanx.
Do we have the dwarf with us, right?
What's she doing? What's up with what's her deal?
Oh, she seems to be quite still.
Is she
Still isn't dead? Yes, maybe we'll find out. You haven't really looked yet. Say again. No,
she's not dead.
She's what?
She's not dead.
She hasn't done or moved or done anything yet. You grabbed her from her thing. She stopped screaming, and now is lying next to you.
Which of us has the rod of control?
I think I do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to try it on these guys?
Well, so there's two possibilities, right? We could try it on them or use it as a bargaining tool. I mean, if they're still in the mind to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I will give the party a moment here to decide. They seem in an aggressive posture, but like you guys might have. I don't want to. It's your guys' call. How you want to do this?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trading it away if we can get out of here.
Or you can try to use it on them. I feel like it's if Thea has it, I feel like it's kind of her call about what she wants to do with it.
I think Thea's gonna point it at them and say, "Stop." I don't know how this thing works.
Yeah. let's roll. This works once per day.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see what I got here. What's my saving throw here? Where are my notes on the spirit phalanx? Okay, that's the captain and the phalanx. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. Your pathetic tricks won't work on me.
Well, I bet you'd like this more than you like having her. I start twirling it like a baton.
Provocatively.
Yeah. So fun.
The captain walks towards you. It's weird because he's walking in midair, but he still seems to walk, separating himself out from the phalanx a little bit. And he gets close. Starts getting close to you. It's a little uncomfortable.
So, what'll it be?
Gets even closer to you. He's now within 5 feet. He reaches out a hand for it.
Whoa. Let's negotiate first.
Roll a perception check for me. Or an insight. I'll allow either.
Okay. Boy. Nat 1.
Like an 8.
Whoa. That's still beautiful.
Okay. This is all a ruse. He's about to stab you in the neck.
I think then Thea's gonna kind of give a little wink and throw a psionic die right into his head.
Nice. Psionic knife right into his head.
Psionic, yeah.
Yeah. Roll that attack at advantage. He's trying to surprise you, you're gonna surprise him.
Let's see. Usually I do it with another weapon, so I'm actually not sure what. Okay. I'm just gonna roll my longbow. Just
yeah, sounds good. Okay, but it doesn't do the longbow damage, it does the psionic die damage. You have advantage, so that's a crit, so double your psionic die damage.
Remember what it is. There's 1 psionic die, 2. Well.
Wow. Okay. Oh, it would just be the die, so actually it's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay.
And he recoils, and with that, if you could hold on 1 second. I would love it if you would roll initiative. Selexive has a 17. You have a Timothy has a 25. And let's see, you have 13. Timothy, do you want to run Nova?
Yeah, I can try.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to, if you get her killed, then, it's on you then, not me. That seems a lot better to me.
So kind.
So let's talk about this. So these white things are pikes. They're spikes. Giant spikes. And this is obviously the thing. The star is the giant statue. These are staircases down. There are statues in the corner, and those are the double doors at the bottom.
What are the numbers on the side?
You do not know yet.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see what I am doing. Okay, so I'm going to charge in since I got first because I have ridiculous initiative bonus. And the phalanx comes and supports our captain. Just joins him right there. And tries to do some serious harm to you. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? Okay. Whatever. Okay, let's make a standard attacks against you. Let's start with standard attacks. We have 10 to hit. I get 3 attacks. I've got an action search. Cool. 18 to hit.
That hits.
15 to hit.
Nope.
12 to hit. Then let's action surge. 27 to hit.
Yes.
13 to hit.
Nope.
Crit to hit.
Yep.
I see 2 hits and a crit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 68 plus a crit will make it 12d8 plus, what is it? It's not plus 13, 26. Wow. Okay. Good luck. Oops. Cool. That's gonna be 100 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Okay. And then I have uncanny dodge.
You can okay, so that'll have part of that. Pardon me for 1 second. I should have done it separately for you. I apologize. So let's see, that would be we'll have the crit, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 plus 4 is 6. 7, 10, 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. 22 plus 13 is 25. So it's 35. So you can take 18 damage off of that. So that'll make that only do 82 points of necrotic damage.
Only 82. Great.
Wow.
Ouch. I think you just see Thea kind of, she's usually standing up pretty straight, but she's like all of a sudden slouching down and looking pretty grim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this blade, by the way, it's weird because it goes right through Thea. This is not like something that's stinking into her. It like goes right through her, and as it leaves, you see like ashen gray skin follow where these blades and spears have struck through her, as it seems to be sucking her life energy out of her. And Thea, that makes it your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. The initials out order. And Timothy has a 20. Timothy, wait, you have a 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay.
Oh,
So
I didn't click.
Nova got a 3 or whatever.
5, yeah. It's 4.
5. Cool. Okay, let's try that again. Fixed. Good. Thea, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my sapphire gem
Mhm.
and try to use flay on these ghosts.
Absolutely. Intelligence saving throw, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
Oh wait, they beat it.
Okay. Is that half damage on the flay? Or no?
Fail, please. Yeah, half damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I do psionic damage. I have to roll that. Check my die. So I think I'm gonna use like 4 charges, which is, I'm calculating.
Yeah, of course.
2 psionic die. Okay, so I think if I use 4 charges of my sapphire gem, that uses 2 psionic die. Is that correct? Okay. $12 divided by 2, 6. Oh, you're muted, Matt.
Okay, so they take 6. No problem. And are they shoved backwards, I think, as well? Is that right?
Are they what?
Are they pushed backwards? No? Okay.
No.
Never mind then. Is that your whole turn?
And then I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Where are you hiding? How are you hiding? What does it mean to hide?
Yeah, great question. Is there somewhere I can hide here? I think I'm gonna kind of maybe go behind the door a little bit.
Okay. So 2 things I want to say. First of all, your flay may seem like it did not do as much effect as you want, but it actually did more because these creatures function as a mob, which means that your single attack of a flay, which is an AoE spell, is actually hurting a whole slew of them. So it is, your 6 damage is actually multiplied times their things. It's not a single target. It's actually a multiple targets that are working as one. So you did actually more than 6 damage. Isn't that nice? And let's see, on the other hand, if you move back, unless you disengage, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity. And you cannot both disengage and hide.
I think I have something I can disengage. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna disengage then.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
That will make it Timothy's turn.
Okay. Timothy is going to take out his new fancy bow, and he's going to say, what did he say? He says, "Protect us." and he shoots a special shiny looking arrow at the feet of the mob, and casts wall of light, wall of moonlight.
Wall of moonlight. I
I
love it.
Wall of light. Yeah.
I love it. Beautiful. Let's see. Yeah. Absolutely. If you cast wall of light, I think you get a shape of it. Let's see. Bright white. Blah blah blah. Orientation you choose, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, can be free floating, can rest on a solid surface, 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick, blocks law line of sight. It's bright light. Creatures that must want to move fast, it must take radiant damage. Oh, beautiful. That's the dream. Okay, so what's your orientation for this wall?
I think I'd like it to just to match the rise of the stairs perfectly. And I think I'll have it. I think I'll just have it settle directly on them.
Like right through them.
Right through them, yeah.
Like this. Is that the idea?
What's that?
Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. How thick is it? 5 feet.
Doesn't say.
Can it go the other way up the stairs?
It could go. It could go up the stairs.
Sure, that's fine too.
Absolutely, we can do that. Yellow line going down the stairs. Like that? That's how you're thinking?
Yeah, that's great.
Great. Well, that sucks for me because let me tell you, they immediately respond negatively to that because guess what? They are vulnerable to radiant damage, which I'm sure you didn't know.
Oh, Timothy had a hunch.
Yeah, really his hunch was right. Okay, do you want to roll that radiant damage for me? 4d8. It'll be doubled.
4d8.
It'll be actually
absolutely
doubled in this case.
It's doubled. Okay.
Just roll 48. The numbers doubled, not the
4d8.
Okay, so that'll be that makes that 52 points of damage. Yeah. They do not like that experience at all. So a wall of light erupts through them and they start screaming in pain and agony and not liking the experience of this. Not one bit at all. It is now initiative count 20. Thea, the wall immediately to your south, to your left, starts pushing inward and shoving you towards this bottomless pit. Slexa, Thea starts bumping into you and like taking up your space. This is something that doesn't happen. Thea is like elegant and knows what they're doing. And like, when does Thea ever screw up like this? But right now, Thea is just like bumping into you and like shoving you. And like you see as the wall is like collapsing towards you, it's just shoving you forward like it's a slide, a push wall that's just pushing you one way. And it's a full freaking wall. Slexa, on initiative count, you are right now squeezed because you and Thea are in the same square. And on initiative count 10, you will be pushed out unless you find a way to solve this. It is your turn.
Geez, Thea, what are you doing? Slexa will immediately use her what is it? Mantle of inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
And she will grant anybody who wants it, I think it's like 10 temporary hit points and the ability to take a reaction to move up to your speed.
Well, I think Thea's going to take that right now.
Yep.
Thea, where do you want to move?
Move yourself, I mean, it looks like the only place to move is up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will move there.
Okay. Anyone else can move 10 feet if you want, and also gain 10 temporary points.
Oh wait, Thea, you're moving forward?
I mean, is there room to move back?
I think you can move through.
You can move
like,
through allies, but it's 10 feet of movement. So
Oh.
I'm just. I mean,
Well,
it's
I
up,
guess if I go past the door, right? Like 5,
it's up
10.
to you. I'm a little worried about you.
those
Yeah.
move like a long hallway.
Okay.
In fact, sorry, I'll just for the record, just for clarity.
Gotcha. But if I move back and if someone else moves,
Mhm.
I can take their spot. Is that
Yeah, you can move to where I was.
okay?
Perfect.
I'll do that. Phew.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to move as well?
mhm.
Okay. Select.
Sorry?
Do you want to move as well?
Do I want to move as well? So the wall, it looks like it's going to just close off the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can can Kumi like shove Roderick against the wall?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you order Kumi to shove Roderick against the wall, and it stops the wall from physically moving. Perfect. I love that. That's brilliant.
I I'm wondering, so what does Celexa think about this phalanx of monsters or whatever? Since they're treated as one, how would they react to something like a giant hand of force?
Yeah, I think the best way to think about it is that they're going to be this mob is going to be treated in a way that is most advantageous for you. So if you cast an AoE spell on them, it's going to hit multiple targets. But if you cast a single target spell, it'll hit all of them. It's their big disadvantage. But yeah.
So Celexa, I think, will cast Bixby's hand and have it appear directly in front of her as an interposing hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's put an interposing hand in front of you. Hello, spell effects. We're going blue today. Oops, that's wrong. There we go. Interposing hand in front of you. Bam.
And then
here's a fucking interposing hand.
Yeah, I think the interposing hand definitely has its finger, like middle finger raised.
Pardon me, Twitch. I didn't mean to insult you.
Cool. I think yeah, that seems, let's see. That seems reasonable. I'm trying to see who's behind me. I mean, I could go back, but then that would just put I don't know. I guess it feels like the responsible thing to go back, even if that does seem like it would put Narash in harm's way. So I think Celexa and Kumi are going to go back here, and they're gonna share a space or whatever.
Yeah, Kumi shares space with you. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Does Kumi do anything there? Kumi's turn is putting Roderick there, obviously. So you hear the loud grinding as this thing just starts jamming into itself. I think Alexia is going to I think Alexia is going to reach out and tap Thea and cast a spell on Thea if Thea doesn't reject it. Feeling something if you know mechanically what's going on. I'm not saying you do, but pretty interesting little thing, I'm pretty sure. She taps Thea. And Thea, do you resist the spell?
No.
Okay. Suddenly, mirror images of Thea pop up around her.
Whoa. My
It's
hair
hard
looks
to tell
so
what you
good
look
today.
So Thea, you are currently under the effect of the mirror image spell.
Cool. Do I control all of them, or does Alexia?
They're all you. They mimic your motions. They're a
Ah.
defensive spell, so that when people attack you, even if they hit, we roll a second die to see if they hit you or one of your mirror images. So,
Cool. Nice.
always useful. Narash, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, I think Narash observed what happened with Timothy's spell.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to say, "You all have been missing the light of the sun for too long," and then cast Sunbeam.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Is that a rolled hit or a saving throw on my part?
That is Constitution save.
Okay. Well, I'm not proficient in those, but I have a high con, so I get a 7.
Boom. All right.
Boom.
That is 68 radiant damage.
Great. You want to roll 68 radiant damage?
Yes, I do.
This is going to suck for me. Okay, so that'll be that is 96 radiant damage to me. I am incredibly past bloodied. I have gone from being a very scary collection of spirit phalanxes to a barely holding on collection of spirit phalanxes. Nova, it's your turn.
Wow. Nova's pretty good in the back there, I think.
Okay.
But can she cast Firebolt all the time now?
Mm-hmm.
That seems nice. I think she'll try that.
Sure.
How does one do that? Can I just click it?
You should just click it. Hey, look at that. 17 will miss. That's okay. Yeah, super helpful. Okay, that makes it my turn. I'm in the middle of a wall of light, so I will take the 48 damage since I'm starting my turn there. If you want to roll that again.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna float out over the hole and come over here, but not be able to get to you guys, I think, realistically speaking. So I'm gonna stop here. Let's see, how do I deal with Big B's interposing hand? I think I don't really attack it because it's not alive. I think the best thing for me to do. Oh, wait. Do I have that? I know I wrote that ability, but did I give it to this creature or that other creature? No, I didn't. What did I give you? No. Nope. 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 Nothing. You guys have out strategized this thing. Literally, my best hope is. Oh, I guess I have a thrown spear. Okay, I'm gonna throw a spear at Thea. Thea, I'm throwing a spear at you. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Roll 1d20 for me to see if it hits one of your mirror images instead.
16.
Then one of your mirror images is destroyed.
Ah.
I spear it through the heart. And at first I feel victory. But then I don't. And you know what, Thea? I'm going to throw another one because I've got 3 attacks. So I might as well keep on throwing spears at you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Great. Roll a mirror image. 8 or higher. And I don't hit you. Hey, look at that. I don't hit
Yeah.
you again. You're down to just one mirror image, but I'm going to throw another freaking at you.
Oh, wait,
26 to hit.
Yep.
This time 11 or higher.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, well, it only lasted you a turn, but all three of your mirror images are defeated, and you took no damage like a champ. Thea, that does make it your turn if you want to finish this thing off.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Sure.
each time they threw a spear, Thea
Mhm.
made a really big show of like, oh, and then just seeing like the poof go away. And with the last one, she kind of crumbles down and then stands back up really straight and brings out her laser pistol.
Take that shot.
Boom, 27.
Absolutely, and that'll wipe it out. There we go. However, Timothy, do you have anything you want to do during your turn? Sorry, technically something happens on 20, so I'm waiting for. So I want to give you a chance to do something if you want to do something.
they're done with, right? They're taken care of.
Yep. There's no enemies or anything. You mechanically you have a moment here if you want to do something.
I want to try to flash the light of the wall down into the pit to see if we see anything else, or like if the remaining light of the wall can illuminate the rest of the room.
Interesting. So you try and manipulate the light to get down there. Yeah, it seems almost swallowed up by infinite darkness.
Okay.
The screaming in the room stops, and the next set of walls starts pushing forward. And I think that's where I'm going to end the combat. As the walls start collapsing inwards again, shoving people, what would be effectively shoving people off the stairs into this bottomless pit, possibly onto spikes that are raised from below then, or something like that. I don't know, some sort of weird thing. You're muted.
Sorry. So at which point, or at what point on the on the map are these set of walls that are pushing in now?
Yeah, I mean, they keep on going down this order. It's almost like every 6 or so seconds, a new set of walls start pushing in. The only one that's not pushed in all the way is the one that's blocked by Roderick.
So we basically have just now the one little, like the one little portal to be able to get in here if we want to, but it leads directly into the pit.
Yep.
Okay. Well, hey, Timothy, did you look at her? What do you think's her deal? Like, what's her deal?
Yeah, I'll check her out.
Roll a medicine check.
I'll assist with this.
Thank you. 18.
She is quite dead.
How long has she been dead?
Yeah. From what you can tell, probably like it's weird, 30 years maybe.
But her flesh is still intact.
She's been dead for a while.
And she was screaming not that long ago.
Speaking of which, would you allow Celexa to use Bigsby's hand to pull the remaining 4 off of the...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's totally
Right.
a Bigsby hand thing, of course.
So
yeah.
I feel like it's kind of gross and gruesome. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like, yeah. It's not great, but
yeah, you pull the bodies over here.
Yeah. And she's gonna kind of like dump them one by one in a little pile at the edge of the stairs where the space is blocked. Because that's I don't think Bigsby's hand can fit any closer than that.
Totally fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, there's a little pile of them on the edge of the stairs.
So I think while it is gruesome, Narash will start by searching the dwarf for the key.
You find the other half of the key.
Woo! Yeah.
And then I'd like to do a sort of like some sort of medicine check. I want to like look at their bodies to understand why they were screaming when they were dead.
Yeah, why don't you roll an Arcana check?
Can I assist with that?
Absolutely. Roll that at advantage.
Oh gosh, that's a 5.
Yeah. You know, it's such a horrifying practice, certain aspects of necromancy and necromantic power, that like you've never made a study of this. This is not something that comes up on Dregma. No one on Dregma thinks like this. This is ridiculous. No, this is gross and grotesque and violent and awful and bad.
How about the other what, 4 bodies? Any
Yeah.
identifying marks or anything interesting on them?
Yeah, Alexia points at one of them and says, "Oh, that's Maxie."
That's the person who from your party who ran down these stairs, I take it?
Yeah.
The one who you thought maybe pushed you?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I thought that was the other one who we found in the cave,
Oh.
right?
Well, I mean, I don't know who pushed me. I don't know. My back was turned. I was trying to fix a freaking rune that was trying to suck my soul, and one of them pushed me.
I'm just okay.
I'm doing my best here, okay? You're very cool, and it's very intimidating.
No, it's really, I think you're doing a great job, and if you absolutely, and one of these days, if you keep it up, we might even count you as a special guest of the party.
Really?
If you keep up the good work, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Roll, are you being honest or not?
I'm being manipulative.
Yeah, I'll allow either persuasion or deceptive.
Okay.
Your choice. Absolutely. Yeah, so she like looks at you and says, that's so thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This one used to be a member of the Grand Accord too. Got a little further, I guess, than I did, so maybe they're better than me, but
Not anymore.
You're still alive, and they're not.
yeah, but I'm alive because you guys are great, not because I was great.
Fair. Well, they deserve a proper burial. And Timothy's gonna pick up the body and carry it back up the stairs, and just drop it off in the main room to be collected later.
Sure.
So back to the cave, perhaps?
Is there anything else in this room?
Well, we could go down into the pit. There's the way down there. There's those doors, right? But we would just need to get across somehow. But it feels like, I don't know. We were looking for the key and we found it. We took it back.
True.
It's true.
Well, we know what's behind the obelisk, which are some powerful objects that might be able to help us in what we're doing. And yet, if we access them, we risk fighting those giants.
I don't. It doesn't seem that any direction here is safe. I mean, I'm just saying we've come this far trying to like we put in this much effort trying to find these stupid keys. I feel like we might as well put that to use, right?
Yeah, we might as well
at least we know what we're getting into. We don't know what's beyond that door. It could be like, I don't know. There could be 4 undead giants behind that door. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I think Narash is on board.
And we will need to think about how we can get across this. Now that we can't go down the stairs, how can we get across this if we decide to go this way?
Oh yeah.
So actually, can I clarify about that? Because are the stairs now completely impassable, or I wasn't quite understanding how.
Sure. So it's like the wall itself. So the stairs are here. Why do I do visual things on Zoom? Why do I try and move my hands in a way as if that has any meaning for anyone ever? Like, has that ever worked, even IRL, let alone on Zoom? Like, why is that the default assumption? Let's draw an awful picture, okay? Let's draw here on this page. Okay, I'm gonna draw a picture on the bottom here. I don't know what this is gonna look like. Okay, so we've got a staircase. Let's draw a staircase. Oh my god, how do I draw a staircase? I'm so bad. This is so bad.
Sorry, Matt.
No. It's not your fault. This is what happens when you do traps. Okay, so there's a staircase. On one side of the staircase is a pit. On the other side of the staircase is a wall. The wall has just moved, pushing the people on the staircase into the pit, and then has stopped itself. So that now there is no staircase. There is only wall.
So as we enter into the room, there's like a few steps, and then we hit a wall, and to our right is a pit.
Yep.
Okay.
There used to be like a landing that would go around here, but the wall of landing has shoved everyone in.
That's inconvenient.
Can we see if there's like peering around the room? Can we see if there's a lever or some other mechanical device that might be able to reset the trap?
Okay, so you want to enter into the room and look for something to attempt to reset the trap. You don't see anything. You'll note that I'm not allowing you to roll.
Yes.
There's a reason for that.
Perhaps it's magical.
Ding.
So, presumably, if Roderick is removed, then access to this will be closed off entirely. To this room. Is that right?
That's the presumption.
Okay.
There would be a wall in front of you.
Okay. Well, I think if we have to come back this way, we can probably find some way to get across, right? Like, Narash, you can do your thing.
I can. I can only do my thing one more time. So any advantage I would gain from that would be lost. I'm gonna actually walk up to the rock or to the wall, which I assume is made of rock, and try to use my cantrip Shape Earth to create handholds that we could climb across.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely. Shape Earth, does that work on stone?
I believe so.
Let's see, mold Earth. Loose Earth. Excavate it. Blah blah blah. Dirt or stone. If the dirt or stone you target is on his ground, it can cause the people to go through the terrain. Shapes to appear in both stone and dirt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can make handholds. You can turn this into the best rock climbing gym ever.
Well, I'm going to turn it into the easiest rock climbing gym ever. But having said that, now that I sort of have, I guess what I did was like Narash walked up to the rock and he like took his little claw and tried to push into it. And once it worked, he turns back. He's like, I think we can get across. But that being said, maybe we first want to go and explore what we can do with our newfound potentially whole key.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to like go this way and then have to come back. Like
totally. I mean, it's probably
this looks like a huge pain.
And it's going to collapse the instant we if we're successful.
Yeah, let's go get some loot.
Sounds good. Maybe they'll have health potions.
Oh yeah, Thea, how are you doing there?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna I have a greater healing potion. I'm gonna take that.
You need a little more.
Look at you carrying healing potions.
Yeah.
I know. I feel
Nice.
so weird.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it should be 4, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay. Slixa, I have a question to ask you. Do you take Roderick?
Yeah. I like want to take Roderick, but I don't know if it's going to cut us off from here forever.
Definitely working off incomplete information.
Timothy, what do you think?
I. It's hard to say. It could reset itself. You're the magic person, or perhaps we could find another way. Narash, could you carve bigger holes into the rock later if need be?
It might be so. And I'm going to walk over to, now that I've sort of worked out that the stone is malleable by me, I'm going to walk over to the ground and try to shove up a little bit of a doorstop against the stone that would otherwise cut off our re-entry to the room.
Okay. So you try and raise like a little bit of the stone up to turn it into a doorstop. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a doorstop there.
Okay. I'll take Roderick.
Mm-hmm. So you unclick Roderick, and immediately the pushing wall starts to push heavily against this doorstop, applying a boatload of pressure and causing the doorstop to snap as this thing rams whatever's there into the back. Looking at this, you see, now that you have a slightly different perspective, that the back of this thing is actually not shaped like a flat slab, but actually has like a column in the back of it, or like a square in the back of it that's empty. And in that empty column, you see a small pyramid-shaped thing. Let me see. Do I have a descriptor on this? Did I have a right descriptor on this, or I'm just that we would describe? Yeah, it's like it looks like a pyramid. And the pyramid has something etched in it, and as this thing slams out as hard as it can, there's like this gap in the back of it, and then it slams back in. And then the next one you see also has a tiny gap in the back of it with a weird pyramid behind it, and that slams back in. And then they all slam back in. And one by one, your interrupting of the first part of the trap prevented the rest of the trap from resetting. And now there's a staircase before you again.
Okay. Did the pyramid appear to be like fixed in place?
No, it was holdable and like hidden.
So Alexa will put a foot out onto the staircase.
Your foot's fine.
She'll step out onto the staircase.
Mm-hmm. Seems okay.
She's going to poke at the wall and be like, hey, come on. Look, I'm here. I'm on your stupid staircase, all right? Were you just gonna let me hang out here?
How far into the room do you go?
She'll take one more step.
Mm-hmm. So you're now 6 feet into the room. Is that fair?
Sorry.
Is it okay being 6 feet into the room?
Sure. 6 feet into the room.
You hear the grinding of gears.
she's going to back up.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I want to check something really quick. Okay. I think I still have enhance
Grace up.
ability
Yep.
Active.
Yes, you do. Cat's Grace is still up.
Cool. Dexterity saving throw.
Absolutely. So you throw yourself bodily away and safely make it outside the room. And then?
Try and grab a pyramid when it shows up.
Yeah, absolutely. Make an acrobatics check. Or I would allow sleight of hand as well, whichever you want.
Okay. Do the same for me.
Oh, beautiful, easily. Snatch your hand in, grab it. The pyramid comes out easily. The wall trap, like slams out, boom, and the next one, boom, boom, boom. And by the time the fifth one is out, the first one starts rescinding. And then the sixth one comes out, and the second one starts rescinding. And they all sort of like becomes just like it's almost like a keyboard of shoved pillars, like a reverse keyboard, boom, boom.
No,
boom.
It's like an ongoing thing now. Like there's like a rhythm.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a rhythm to it. Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
But you have the weird pyramid.
Okay.
Is this better?
Well, at least now it's not all at once. Like we can go, as opposed to before. I think that we would maybe not be able to make it before the whole stairway closed off.
Now we just have kind of an American Ninja Warrior situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the pyramid itself, is it magic?
So it's about hand-sized. Roll a perception check. Sorry. What languages do you speak?
Not very many. Let's find out. Languages. Oh, okay. Formal Tawani, Sunaran, Chalestran, Abarak, and Spy language.
It has something engraved upon it that is not in a language that you recognize.
Oh, okay. Anybody? I don't know. P, do you know?
Can you read Ancient Tawani?
So there's not enough between Formal Tawani and Ancient Tawani. There's not enough in common.
It's a little bit. I mean, you might be able to do something with a little bit of time, but there's too little on this. It's one of those things like Old English is ridiculously hard to read in modern English, but even worse than that is like if I give you two Old English words, random words that are next to each other, like the odds of figuring it out are negligible in some sense.
Makes total sense.
Context can be clues with larger things, but
do I get the sense that it's magic, or would I be able to tell if it is?
It is not magic.
Okay, gotcha.
It feels like a sadistic madman's like trick or trap, part of a trap.
You know who would read Ancient Tawani?
Oh yes, you're Narash's best friend. Right? Yeah, fair enough.
We're going that way anyway.
Oh, my old charm buddy. Yeah, well, we are going that way. I'm not sure if I fully understood the scene that you set, Matthew, but we can no longer see the pyramids in the back of this mechanism.
The one of them has been grabbed and removed, obviously. The rest of them, it's sort of a weird thing. To get them, you'd have to be in front of the trap mechanism and then reach back for this. The only one that you can grab from your guys' side is the one that you are in front of now. The rest of them, you would have to be like, functionally, the way this would have to work is if you look at the numbers, to grab the one that's in the 2 block, the 2 chunk of wall, you would have to be in the 3 chunk of wall, right? You'd have to be there, and so you have to reach in and grab it and then move backwards.
I got it.
And that would be, I think, stressful and scary and difficult, though possible. But yeah, because they So like because one stays out as two is coming out, as one recedes and then two starts receding, it's just the timing is impossible on that side.
So
you are an ooze.
We have like I think another destination in mind right now, but one possibility is that Narash does have what's it called? Oh my god, not teleportation, but good lord,
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis, right? So there is a it's possible we could kind of set up a 2-person scheme where we could grab some of these and methodically undo the trap. But why don't we head back with what we've got now and see about some loot, like Thea said.
Sounds good.
But that's what I've been saying. Yeah. Back up the stairs.
Okay, back up the stairs. You head past the altar and head back to the big room, the main room, whatever we'll call it.
So Alexa will she's gonna give the bottom of the head a little pat as they walk by.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I think Alexia loves it too. I think she's like confused and waits to see what you're gonna do and then sees you do it and like she like giggles. Beautiful. Absolutely. So you head up to the big room. Yeah, the main room. Whatever the
cube room with the catapults.
Cube room. Thank you. Perfect. The cube room. Yeah, so you head back up to the cube room. Sorry, is your intent to go to
I think we're going back down to the obelisk room.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do that the way that you did already, or do you want to do it through the way that you deduced?
I think we should go the way we came, because otherwise we have to get past the giant.
So you return to the sarcophagus hallway. Go behind the sarcophagus. You note in the sarcophagus hallway as you get there, the sarcophagus that you moved, in fact, both sarcophaguses that you moved have been replaced.
Replaced like with different sarcophagus?
Nope, just move back.
Oh, okay.
Resituated, re-corrected, as if someone who was here fixed it.
And is Lord back in his sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have to bother him right now. I feel like we've got. He's so chatty. We're just gonna be here all damn day.
I mean, if you don't want to bother me, then you should be a little quieter. Very muffled. I mean, if you don't want to bother me, you should be a little quieter.
Oh, so sorry.
Well, I mean, now that you're up, perhaps you could take a look at this pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
Greek. Three-headed lord comes out.
So Alexa, show him the pyramid.
Okay.
What does this say?
Burning tome.
Does that mean anything to you?
Not particularly. Oh, is this from the trap room? The bottomless pit?
Yeah. It's a charming place that your master has here.
Yeah, well, what's that?
I thought you said we were gonna leave.
We're on our way out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's yes. What's your question?
Oh, well, I mean, you said it says burning tome. Like, do you know what these are? These have something to do with those stupid stairs, right?
Yeah, it's the trap deactivator.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Like, you got to be able to clean them every once in a while or whatever.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, makes sense. Maintenance. Okay, well, you know what? You're always so helpful, and don't think we don't appreciate you, because we do.
When you go into that room, the captain is pissy.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. We'll do that. We'll make sure to be nice to him.
Just saying.
Yeah. gets, you should. Sure, this has been a lot of activity for you. It's probably a lot quieter than this. You should probably get some rest. Don't wear yourself out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But you can't go through that door.
We'll just see ourselves out.
Okay. By the way, were you the ones that screwed up my sarcophaguses?
I think that must have been somebody else.
Okay. Don't do that. They're in those positions for a reason. It's respectful.
Okay. I do think, I might have dropped something around here. I might have to look for it, but I swear if I touch anything, I'll put it back. How's that?
Deal.
Okay.
Goes back into the sarcophagus, closes it.
I like Lord. What a
So
man.
helpful.
Yeah. So now we have to move one of the sarcophaguses.
Okay. So you move the sarcophagus that you have to move to go back down to the chamber, and you head down to the chamber. How do you get across the pit this time?
We want to do the rope swing again?
Do you want me to cast the silence spell again? Was that helpful last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anybody who particularly needs help with stuff right now?
No, Nova, we're just going over and coming back. Do you want to just stay on this side?
Well, but what if you guys get ambushed by the giant, evil people? The giant
what if
undead things.
You're the one who causes the ambush?
Uh-huh. I'm not seeing a problem here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Before we go fully into the cave, when we're still in the passageway, I think Kumi will play a little toot on the harmonica and make Nova and cast invisibility on Nova.
Ooh, oh, nice. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm going to put on my elven cloak, and then I'm going to look at Nova and say, I'd look at the rope and say, it didn't go very well for me last time. Could you, help me?
Kumi
asking Nova. What's that?
Kumi snickers.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid the whole Lord of the Rings situation, the toss me thing. But I'm thinking that either Nova could kind of take me in her arms, or at least kind of give me a playground style push,
or an inspiration die.
Yeah, that's true. I still have that pending, I think. If it lasts this long, I'm not sure how long.
No, it don't last.
I would be happy to Celexa says, I gotta see this, and she'll pass you another inspiration die.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so Kumi sets up the same rope trick as before. Alexia casts the silence spell where you guys are to land. And each of you makes an acrobatics check to do this. So let's see what happens. Josh, would you like to add your D10?
Yes.
And so, narratively, you did set up that Nova was going to help push you. Okay.
Okay, that's a 2. That's 6 total.
That's a 6 total. Did you guide yourself?
Oh, of course I did.
I'm just teasing you at this point. You can't get above this. Sorry.
Christ.
Excellent. Well, that inspiration was not enough. The guidance is not enough. So, Narash, tell me what happens to you.
I think I'm feeling really not confident. And so, it's just one of those things where you come up against an obstacle that again and again you've failed. I mean, it's just the one time, but I'm feeling nervous. And so my, scaly palms are a little sweaty, and I grab the rope I swing across and I start to feel my grip slipping, and next thing I know, I've kind of upended myself and I'm going head over heels.
Head over heels. Beautiful. So you start falling down, and Alexia like sees you falling and freaks out, and she points at you and she tries to shout something, but she's inside the silence spell, and so it doesn't work. And so she realizes this, and I think she does something kind of dumb, but she does it anyway. And she jumps after you. And she tries to bear hug you midair. Let's see how this goes for her. And she does it. And the second you're below the silence spell, she like shouts and casts Featherfall on you both, so that you will fall calmly down to the bottom. And as she shouts to do this, of course, it has to simultaneously trigger our giant undead giants, which we will resolve next session. And with that, we'll call it a day. Let's hand out some exp and all that good stuff.
Oh dear.
Okay. Did you guys collectively strengthen, help, or guide the Grand Accord and its allies for the better?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you address a challenge in a creative or surprising fashion? What are you thinking of, if you want to know? What comes to your mind, Narash?
The Roderick situation, that was like, that really could have put us in a bad place, and that was great.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Do we want to get 2 points for this?
Oh, the skull in the blood bowl.
I mean, that's just being a butthole. I love it, though. Sure, yeah, I'll give you credit for that.
Oh, also Lord, like charming Lord.
Yeah, charming.
Oh yeah, that was
Absolutely.
like
Charming
that was
Lord.
the
That's
best.
definitely
That was the
creative and
best move
surprising.
of this session, I think.
Yeah, great use of Charm Monster. I love it. Okay. Yeah. Did you uncover or learn anything new about your enemies? Did you find a way to weaken your enemies in a significant way?
Oh my god, did we? Yeah, I mean, all of the stuff that we learned from Lord about like every little tiny detail of the yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll give you 2 points there. That seems fair. Okay. Did you overcome a challenge that was not included in the list above?
We got all the dead bodies off of the
Yeah, that's a good one.
pikes.
Sounds good to me. Absolutely. And then last but not least, did you complete your own personal guiding light? Nat.
I'd say no once again.
Okay. Slexa.
Nope.
Thea.
I think so.
I agree. Timothy.
Yes, I think so.
And Nova, I think not.
No.
She was being quiet at the beginning of the session and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that will be another 7-point session for us, bringing us close to a level, but not quite there yet. And with that, we shall call it a day. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Go live good and happy lives. Please take care of yourself. Take care of others. Find a way to exist in this world as best you can. Take care. Oh, and call your cat and feed your mom.